What up? What's popping? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network, or Burning Up Books Alive. Yesterday, I went 4-4 with the picks that I shared with you all, going down 0.47 units, going down a half a unit yesterday. So almost down 1 unit in the past 2 days, still up well over 50 units on the season so far. Back with my best bets in the NBA for January 21st. First up from the Toronto Raptors, Jakob Poeltl over his 12 and a half points, minus 110 on ESPN. Unfortunately, I got it at minus 115 on Bet365. There we go. Jakob Poeltl, 13, 16, and 12 points in his last three games, 30 and 25 points in his last 2 out of 3 games versus Orlando, who has all of their centers injured besides Wendell Carter Jr. And they also have Jonathan Isaac. I want to say he's 6'10". Paolo, obviously, he's 6'10". And then they have Caleb Houston. He's 6'8". And De Silva, he's 6'8". But Mo Wagner injured. Gogo Batadze is going to be injured for this game with a concussion. So they have no true big man besides Wendell Carter Jr. I think Poeltl should be able to go to work and just, have whatever he wants. All right. For Poeltl, he had 12 field goal attempts in his last game versus the Orlando Magic. When he's had 12 field goal attempts or more, he's hitting this line, 12 and a half points, in his last 12 out of 13 games with highs of 35, 30, and 25 on two separate occasions. Out of these 13 games, he's had 13 points or more in 12 of those 13 games. Out of those 13 games, he's had 12 points in all of them. All right. Jakob Poeltl over his 12 and a half points from the Toronto Raptors. Definite ladder spot. Next, from the Washington Wizards, Jonas Valanciunas over his 8 rebounds, minus 120 odds over on Bet365. Jonas hitting this line in his last 7 games and in his last 8 out of 10. 8, 10, and 10 rebounds in his last 3 games versus the Lakers when he's played 20 minutes or more. In his last 7 games, he's had at least 10 rebound chances. When he has 10 rebound chances or more, he's hitting this line in his last 16 out of 20 games. He's averaging 18.5 minutes in his last 5 games. When he plays 18 minutes or more, he's hitting this line in his last 16 out of 20. Going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, who allow the most rebounds to centers. Last but not least, Denny Avdia from the Denny Avdia from the Portland Trail Blazers, taking him over his 7 rebounds. Daniel Berry, man, was popping. Taking Denny Avdia over his 7 rebounds, minus 125 odds over on FanDuel. Hitting this line in his last 3 and in his last 7 out of 10 games. 8, 10, 9, and 12 rebounds for Denny in his last 4 games versus Miami. All right. This slate is ugly, man. I'm not gonna throw too many units out there for this slate. I'd much rather play a little hockey and get ready for tomorrow. But I do lean Julian Strawther from the Denver Nuggets to go over his 8.5 points. Nuggets playing the Sixers with no Embiid, possibly no Paul George, a bunch of a litany of other injuries. The points spread is 13.5. You know, pretty much, hinting at the fact that there might be a blowout. So in the case that it is a blowout, I do like Julian Strawther off of the Denver Nuggets bench to come in and, kind of regain his summer league form. So, Julian Strother over his 9 points is a lean. Oh man, and B man, he out of PTO. He out of PTO. I don't know how he keep missing games. But Julian Strother is definitely going to be one of my leans. To run all my official plays back, it's going to be Jakob Pertl over his 13 points, Jonas Valanciunas over his 8 rebounds, and Denny Avdia over his 7 rebounds. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. If you want all of my plays as soon as I place them for just 16 cents a day, subscribe to the Patreon. That being said, man, love, peace, and fish grease. Let's continue to run up some units. I'm going to try to find some more value on this slate, but I'm not really tripping. I roll with my 3 picks, and I roll with my 3 picks, and we'll keep it moving. I might add Straw there. Might wait for some injury news and then add something based off of some injury news. But that'll probably do it for me. All right. That being said, man, see y'all tomorrow. Gamble responsibly. Do your own research. Never bet more than you can afford to lose. Keep it fun. Let's get some bread, man. In a minute.